All right, and we're now looking at the start of the second heat of the girls junior single. And a very nice start by this young lady from the Academy of the Holy Names. And that's Miss
Insolia.
Insolia, thank you. Well, it looks like Miss Insolia is continuing to be very, very competitive with the entry from Treasure Coast, possibly being right in there, that being Miss
Ingalls.
Ingalls.
Yeah, so currently out in front we have Miss Insolia in lane 9 from the Academy of the Holy Names, and then Miss Wilmot from the Episcopal School of Jacksonville in second. And yeah, it does look like a couple lanes over there we're going to have to get a little bit of a better close-up to see exactly who that is, whether that's Treasure Coast. And it does look like lane 5, Miss Ingalls in lane 5 is currently in 3rd position. So real nice battle still going on here for the top 3 positions, but it continues to be Academy of the Holy Names currently in the lead, just ahead of the Episcopal School of Jacksonville, with Treasure Coast trying to hunt down the leaders.
Here's a great drone shot. It's just marvelous how close. Look how close those two rowers are. Two crews are on the right-hand side, almost stroke for stroke.
Yeah, all three of them.
And then 3 lanes over is right in it as well.
We've seen in a lot of the previous races, there's been a bit of a parade where 1 or 2 of the leaders really stretch themselves out and establish a dominant lead. But here we see a race that's almost 4 minutes in, coming up on the 1,000-meter mark here shortly, and it is just bow ball to bow ball. This is just a Rocky and Apollo boxing match right now. Just throwing haymakers at each other to see which one's going to drop off first. And as we say that, it does look like Miss Wilmot from the Episcopal School of Jacksonville has just edged out into the lead. She's taken about a half of a length lead, and she seems like she's in a strong position to keep extending that. We're going to see if the Academy of the Holy Names, Miss Insolia, has any answer to it, and immediately she responds. So we're locked in a battle, only about a deck in between the two of them, and we're coming up onto the 1,000-meter mark. Once we hit the 500 meters to go, we're going to see where the rubber meets the road.
Exactly. Now, how would you compare and contrast these two styles of these two rowers there, Matt?
A really good hang in the upper body by the sculler from the Episcopal School of Jacksonville. I can't really critique it because she's also in the lead right now, but you can really see the athlete from the Academy of the Holy Names really focuses on the leg and body swing and really just trying to propel the boat with the largest muscle groups, whereas the sculler from Episcopal really seems to have the entire rowing motion where that she's squeezing every bit of juice out of the fruit.
Yeah, exactly. That's very evident. You can watch here the rower in the foreground in lane 9. She really uses her legs and is solid in her back, whereas you can see that hang is real, as you were talking about, Matt, in lane 8. The Episcopal School athlete is really evident.
Yeah, but even
different strokes for different folks. They're going almost exactly the same speed and almost the same rating.
Yeah, they're on to the beach right now, those top 2 athletes. It does still look like we have the athlete from Treasure Coast, Miss Ingalls, in the 3rd and qualifying position. the battle up front right now between Episcopal and Academy of the Holy Names. Right now, Episcopal out in front, almost a length, but she just can't break clear. We're into the red buoys right now, the last 250 meters. Again, it's not maybe necessary to go all the way to the well to empty the tank here, because they will have a final tomorrow, but it's certainly going to be an advantage to come across the line first and get that favored lane tomorrow. But as we say that, here comes the Academy of the Holy Names. She is not giving up. She is not giving this race away.
Yep, she's brought her rating up about 3 beats and is really starting to move. Will the hang of the Episcopal School athlete hold on to the leg drive?
Well, and it looks like now Academy of the Holy Names, Miss Insolia, has brought the rate up, and she has moved back into the lead. She had more gears, she had more rating to go, and when she went up, so did her boat speed.
Okay, will Episcopal School firm it up? Will they be able to come in? It's that leg drive of the Academy of the Holy Names. She's going right along that buoy line. Her oars popping on the buoy.
With that last 250, she popped it up through the power down, and it has extended her lead now out to a full length, bow to stern. So she will take the win in the heat of the women's junior single, and will progress her into the A final tomorrow. Joining her will be Miss Wilmot from the Episcopal School of Jacksonville, and then also rounding out those qualifiers. It should be hard to see from here. Looks like Treasure Coast, and I believe that is Treasure Coast Miss Ingalls.
Lane 5, yes.
Yep, coming in 3rd position, securing a spot in the A final.
Very nicely done. That was a very, very dramatic, positive decision that young lady from the Academy of Holy made. She was very, very decisive. She says, okay, now I'm going to go, I'm going to empty a tank, and she was really focused in what she did.
It was really good race tactics by both athletes there. You know, they both knew sort of what they had within themselves. They tried to lay it out at the correct timing, and you can see here in the replay that when it was time to drop the hammer, that they just had a little bit more juice, a little bit more to give, so that they could get across the line first. Miss Insolia able to just punch her ticket into the 1st place position with the ability to go. She noticed she never let the Episcopal athlete get too far away. She was tracking her down. She knew what position she was in, didn't give herself too much work to do, and then just popped it up right at the end in order to jump past her. And I'm sure as they play it out...
Oh, she tried to make it too interesting with that little crab.
Yeah, and for the final tomorrow, you know, they may change race tactics on each other. They may know where they're strong. Then they're going to know who has a sprint at the end. So it may be that the Episcopal athlete says, maybe I need to get a little bit bigger of a lead.
Well, what's really valuable is that all this racing is available to be reviewed on RHS TV. The coach can bring it up and the athletes can watch it with the coach, and they can make those decisions based upon real data as far as what they actually see. And on top of that, as you know, Matt, you know, these athletes may be college graduates and sitting around Thanksgiving dinner in 15 years with their own kids and say, here comes mom.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that it's there is just a very, very special thing.
So a really great race there by those two athletes. They're going to have their work cut out for them if they want to challenge Miss Sydney Wilhelm from Sora in the final tomorrow, but they put themselves in the strongest position they could as we prepare now for the 3rd heat of the girls